Hello, my name is Phil Maruta and I'll be presenting on Hofstede's cultural dimensions for the United Arab Emirates. As you can see, Hofstede's dimensions usually consists of 6 different categories. So the first category we'll take a look at is going to be the power distance, is which the United Arab Emirates scores a 90. Power distance basically just expresses the attitude of a culture towards inequalities, is what power distance means. The next category we have is individualism, where the United Arab Emirates scores 25. The individualism is just the degree of independence in the society. And then we have masculinity, and on this, the United Arab Emirates scores a 50. And masculinity is how much a society is driven by competition, achievement, and success. The next category we have is uncertainty avoidance, and here the United Arab Emirates scores an 80. Uncertainty avoidance is how society deals with the fact that the future is unknown. You will notice too that the UAE does not fall in any of the last 2 dimensions, long-term orientation and indulgence. On the first category, the power distance, the UAE scores a 90, as mentioned earlier. This means that it has a very high power distance in terms of everything else. And that just means that decisions are made at the top, and most leaders will delegate their responsibilities down through the chain of command. Decision making is slightly slower in the UAE, so if you're going to be an American manager moving to conduct business in the UAE, you must expect the decision making to be a very, very slow process. Whereas in America, we expect the decision making to be very fast, since we want our things done on time and very quickly. Expect a slow process in the UAE due to the high power distance. Next, we have individualism, where the UAE scored a 25 on individualism. They have a we versus I society. Basically, they do hold dearly their families.
Hello, my name is Phil Maruta, and I'll be talking about chemistry and cultural dimensions.
And I'll be talking about, so you will find cultural dimensions. The first dimension we're going to take a look at is the power distance. The first dimension we're going to take a look at is the power together. Power distance, where the United Arab Emirates the attitude of how culture power distance basically expresses the attitude of culture towards individualism, where the UAE next dimension will take a look at individualism. Individualism is the degree of independence. 25. You wouldn't want to work your workers for longer hours. The degree of independence. Over time, the next dimension scores of masculinity. Also, be prepared to work where the society is driven by the competition and achievement. How much a society is driven by the competition, and the dimension is uncertainty avoidance. So, if you're doing business, the suggestion might be avoidance, taking out how society deals with the fact that uncertainty avoidance may never be how society deals, and the UAE scores it may never be rekindled your relationship. And the UAE scores it 80. The UAE has no long-term orientation. You will notice too that the UAE has no long-term orientation. The UAE scores a 90 on power distance. This shows that they have a high power distance, meaning that this shows that decisions are made only at the top, and decisions are passed down. Decisions are made only at the top, and decisions are passed down and through a hierarchical. So that means if you're going to be an American manager coming to the UAE, that means if you're going to be an American, expect the decision coming to the UAE you would have to maybe expect the decision earlier. This is because it's slower than when you're dealing with a supervisor. That supervisor has to check back. If you're dealing with a supervisor, that supervisor has to check back with his manager, whereas that supervisor has no freedom to make decisions. When you are prescribing a plan to that supervisor has no freedom to make decisions. It is a very centralized. They want a system. Basically, it is a very centralized. You can expect things to want to make a little bit slower. Nothing is not accustomed. You can expect things to work in America. We are open to new ideas and new risks. The final decision. The next dimension will take a look at is individualism in the UAE. Where the next dimension will take a look at a new idea you might face. Where the UAE more of a we society than an I society. This means they are more of a we society than an I society. They're more oriented towards a relationship relationships and teams. They're more oriented to individual relationships and so as an American manager, that might be a big obstacle. So if you're an American manager trying to do business in the UAE, so if you're an American manager trying to do business in the UAE, rather than the tasks, focus more on the relationships that you like rather than the tasks of those, and that is all that you like to do. You'll notice that in the UAE you wouldn't have overtime. You'll notice because that in the UAE this is considered as being more task oriented than relationships. This is considered as being more task oriented from a certain time to a certain time. It gives you more time to work from a certain time to a certain time. Family. It gives you more time. Many businesses are also closed during the weekends in the United Arab Emirates. Many businesses are also closed during the weekends in the United Arab Emirates because weekends are also seen as a time for families to bond. A suggestion as someone who's about to go do business in the United Arab Emirates. A suggestion as someone who's take your colleagues out business in the United Arab Emirates is you might want to take your colleagues out for a day of golf lunch or any kind of sporting activity. Take them out for a day of golf or any kind of sporting activity. Next dimension we've got is masculinity. Here the UAE dimension we've got is masculinity. This here can be considered neither masculine nor feminine. 50, meaning this can be considered neither masculine nor competition, meaning the UAE is pretty aggressive on all competition, and competition is pretty aggressive on all minimum employment, top management, whether even it's going to be minimum employment, top management, or even the next dimension we've got is the uncertainty avoidance. The next dimension we've got the UAE is the uncertainty avoidance. Here, the UAE scores that the UAE is highly driven by rules. This means that the UAE don't take is highly driven by rules. And as an American manager, you may be used to taking risks. Having as an American manager, you may be used to ways of welcoming new ideas, maybe even if they are for the benefit of doing things. Whereas in the UAE, they prefer doing things the way they've always been done. Whereas in the UAE, they prefer doing things the way they've always been done. Going wrong. Because so if that way there's less chance of anything going wrong, and you want to present a new idea, you may want to make sure your idea has a lot of contingencies. You may want to make sure your idea has a lot of contingencies, and that you address all of the uncertainties of the higher managements here in the UAE. In all, the UAE is a very, very diverse culture. The UAE and they welcome a lot is a very, very diverse culture businesses, and they welcome a lot of the uncertainty and the risks but they would prefer the uncertainty and the risks from the businesses to be easily quoted. Thank you. Thank you.